Hey, Lisa here, Front Row Promotions. How are you all doing tonight? I am in the house. My sister, my best
Okay,
sister
so
over there.
she's a little too excited. So
I'm excited because
Lisa,
why
shut up
we
for a
have
minute.
Johnny
I'll take
Alonso
it
in the house. I am so excited.
So
Candy,
I'll take it away. I know you're a
take it
bit excited
away.
here.
I'll
So
be right back. I gotta
no
fix it.
worries. I got you. I got you, girl. I got you. All right. So, Johnny, first of all, welcome to the show. We're going to bring you in here in just a few moments. So, I got a few quick words to say. If everybody out there has been watching Front Row Promotions and Mistress Business in the last month and a bit, you know we've been talking about Rock and Pod Expo nonstop. That is just over a week away. We are so excited. We are extremely excited. We just made all of our guest announcements. We're so stoked to go check out the page. You'll see what I mean. Now, if you guys have not bought your tickets yet, what the hell are y'all waiting for? We got a special promotion happening. If y'all want to get your early admission or general admission tickets to the event, all you got to do is go to www.rockandpodexpo.com. We got a little promotion happening. If you see at the bottom of your screen, little promo code there, Mistress Business, you can enter that at checkout and get 20% off your entrance ticket. How cool is that? We are so excited, and this will also be the first time that Lisa and I meet in person. So we're very stoked, excited, ecstatic, everything, all the emotions, we're feeling it all. 1 week away. Man, it's coming up fast. But with that being said,
it's my first time gonna be there. I can't wait.
Absolutely.
And it's my first time gonna meet Candy.
You're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. All right. With that being said, we don't want to keep Mr. Alonso waiting any longer here. Johnny Alonso, actor, musician, producer, director, all of the above. Johnny, welcome to Front Row Promotions, my friend.
Oh, wait. Am I already on?
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on?
Welcome, Johnny.
Let me just finish this text. Let me just finish this text. Hang on.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
All right.
Are
hey, everybody's like, is it on yet? I can't see it. Are we live? Are we live?
Well, yeah, we are live. We're trying to work out the kinks here. But Lisa, just get the YouTube video and post it, okay?
Yeah.
It should work. Mm-hmm. It should work. All right. Johnny, are you good over there? I like all the guitars. That looks pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, right on. Yeah, you can, just like leather jackets, you can never have enough guitars. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I only have one leather jacket. Yeah. And I'm not a musician, so it's...
Right on, man. Okay, so I'm just telling my agent that we should be live, I guess, any second now, right?
Yeah, we are live. We're live now.
Yeah. I mean, on Facebook, she's got like a bunch of people like looking for it.
Yeah, I'm still searching. It should be on there. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still trying to check it out. Regardless, it'll be in the replay, so we'll get all of our points across here. So, Johnny, first of all, welcome to the show. We're very stoked and excited to have you here. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, first of all, kind of how you got your start as an actor?
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, it really spawned from being a musician, and I've always been a musician. You know, my family is we're very artistic. So, like my mom plays the piano, and like my uncles all play guitars, and you know, we've always been around it. I've always been in the lively arts, and we grew up in New York and in Baltimore, and I always just wanted to be on stage. I mean, my mom really pushed us into getting into the arts, and my father supported it. And you know, I was in a great band back in Baltimore called The Unknown, and we came out with 2 albums, and we toured, and we made the College Music Journal (CMJ) across the country. We were like touring at 17. I mean, just it was awesome. And then I realized that there was a lot of acting on stage when we played live, and you know, the band folded. You know, times changed, music was changing, attitudes and lives were changing. So you know, I got into NYU, and I said, you know what, man, let me get a handle on this acting, and started taking classes. I knew that you know, people can perform. Not everyone can act. There's a difference, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's controlled. It's a heightened reality acting. So I remember when I got into I got into NYU, and I got into the program. None of those actors liked me. because
no.
I was a musician. I was a musician. And look at this guy. He thinks he's going to be great. He's some stupid rock star, blah, blah, blah. And no one ever wanted to be my scene partner. So I was pissed at that. But at the same time, it really worked to my advantage because I figured out how to do dialogue and turn it into a monologue and make it my own. So,
okay.
Yeah, all those actors that didn't want to work with me, I got to thank them because
it kind of worked in your favor then, didn't it?
It really did. It really did. And so, I mean, that's where it kind of took off. And then from there, just a lot of auditioning,
right.
until I started booking my first gigs, in New York City.
Very cool. That's awesome. What a cool story. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
and I love how you took sort of, maybe a disadvantage, if you will, and you took it, you ran with it, it worked in your favor, and now you're just like, that's awesome. What a cool story.
You gotta think of this, Candy. It's like, when you're an actor, my agent always says the first thing is that, your job's not to act, it's to audition. And you are all alone in your craft. Look at this. Everybody's texting me. Hang on a second.
No worries. This is your show.
It says nothing is showing up.
I'm trying. Let me see. Okay.
All right.
Let's see now. Let's try it now.
They need to go through YouTube. It's live on YouTube for sure. We know that.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's Facebook that everybody's going to be tuning into. So
right. I just tried it again. It should go. I don't know.
Yeah. They don't click on the Facebook Live. They click on the YouTube link. So it should work. It should work.
But it's I mean, I know. I don't want to interrupt the interview, but everyone's just trying to go on the Facebook.
What they need to do, I'm sorry, excuse me. What they need to do when they go onto the front row and they just see something, they're not going to see this right away. They need to click it right in the middle somewhere, just like a picture you would regularly. You click it and it'll come up and you'll see it like we're seeing it.
I hope so. Okay. Yeah. All right.
No worries.
Me too.
There's no problems. There's only solutions, right?
I'm hoping.
Yes. I hope so.
No worries.
Okay.
We got this. We got this.
We got it. All right.
So what year was that? You went to NYU. What year was
that?
Oh
God. I mean, this was like in the late 90s. So, in the 90s. And, I've been acting ever since. It's been it's been great. I mean, this is what I do. I believe I consider myself a professional auditioner. And, because it's never ending, and you don't really think about your successes. It's just part of what you're doing.
Sure.
So I mean, that's why I don't get discouraged. It's just part of what I'm supposed to be doing.
And what do you love most about being a musician and an actor? What's your favorite part about it?
Performing, creating, inspiring, being, I don't, the acoustic videos that you guys watch, it's, I really just did those for me. I started doing them for me. Because as I said to you earlier, I'm an actor. I mean, I'm a musician by heart, and then I got into acting as a profession and I started missing the act. I started missing the musician side of my life. So I started playing, I picked up the guitar again. And one day I was on the beach, Mission Beach. And I played an acoustic cover of Surfer Girl by the Beach Boys. And the girl that I was dating at the time, she was like, that was really good. I was like, hey, thanks. And she's like, man, I'd love to hear you, maybe do that live with the band one day. I'm like, I just do these for me. And she goes, no, really, if you put that out, I bet you people would like that. So I decided to put that up on YouTube, and I got like 30,000 hits. So, I was like, wow. And then I just realized people do enjoy listening to me play. So I do those acoustic covers just to do them,
Oh, I love those.
I know you do. I know you do, Lisa.
I
but,
do.
I told people that, honestly, I just enjoy playing, performing, as I said, Candy, performing. But I also like setting up a camera, and I like the whole just like improvisational, don't screw up because you got people watching kind of thing. And
That's
and
kind of what we do here on the show.
yeah.
It happened to me. I don't know why I got a hex on me tonight.
It's
Damn
all right.
it, not tonight.
It's okay, but no. But the point is, that's it's a good mix. I mean, I really enjoy music and I enjoy acting. It's why one of these days I want to get back into musical theater. I really do miss the stage. Stage going back to, like I said, performing rock and roll music, underground punk rock music. It's all about performing on stage for me.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of good about it being live. It's cool. It's kind of my thing.
Yeah,
there you go.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I saw you. I was watching you on is it Duran Duran cover band.
Yeah,
And that was pretty cool. I mean, you got the hair and all for it, and you got the look. I mean, you just have that. What's going on?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That band was cool. It was the tribute band was called Rio, and
Nice.
we were the premier Duran Duran tribute band in America, and
Nice.
we played every house of blues from San Francisco down to Tijuana to going to Texas. It was so much fun, and you'd play to like 2,000 to 3,000, 5,000 people because it was just we were teamed up with some great tribute bands. I mean, there's a difference between cover and tribute. The tribute bands really dressed and moved and performed like the band, and I was the Andy Taylor in the band. I was the guitarist, and it was fun. But you create a real low ceiling for yourself in a tribute band. You can only do so much,
Right.
And me being an actor, I found it extremely, after a while, boring because I was like, I'm not a parrot, I still had to be me. I still had to be me. So see you guys later. That was one of those, I was out of here. But it was still great. I mean, I still stay in touch with so many of those fans. They still stay in touch with me here on Facebook and on YouTube and Instagram. It's cool, man.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Very
cool. All right,
yeah.
so Lisa, I'm going to turn it over to you because I know we have a lot to go over tonight. A lot of people are kind of hanging out in the wings. So Lisa, I'm going to let you take the lead on this.
Okay.
And, go ahead, you and Johnny. It's all you guys.
Okay, if you can check to see if everybody's looking at the Facebook page and see if that YouTube is coming through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I told them. Yeah.
No worries.
I told them to click.
You.
Yeah, I told them to click on that on the front row promotions picture, and then you'll be able to see. Please, God, please let it work.
Right,
yeah. So yes.
Hold on.
So Johnny, I see that you're in some films and some the what do you call it? How many do you have now? And you do so much. I mean, where do you have the time to rest? I tell you, you're so involved, and I love following what you do. You have you do.
Yeah. I'm always working. Thank you, Candy. I'm always working.
So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off, Johnny. Yeah, so like Lisa said, this is how it's going to show up, you guys. Okay? So all you need to do is just click that, and it will come up. All you got to do is
all right.
It works. You got it.
So
TV
Guide version, just since January. I don't know if you guys know, but January until June here in Los Angeles, it's called pilot season.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I've seen your post. Yep.
Oh yeah, this pilot season has been awesome. I have been booking left and right, and just from January 9th, we did a project called The Haunting of Cottonwood. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Since Cottonwood, I've done about 3, 4, 7 gigs, and we're only in March.
Wow. How do you remember all that? How do you do this? And you fly to different places.
Dude, I'm going to be flying tomorrow. We'll talk about that later once we get Shannon from Dark Ronin Films in.
Okay.
I'm flying back to Baltimore for a day.
Okay.
To go to do an interview, then go to South by Southwest, which is in Austin, Texas.
Oh my goodness.
And then from there, I go back to Florida for another film, which I think Stanley's in the green room. We'll talk about that later.
Wow.
But in all cases, man, it's been a great pilot season. you know, sometimes you're very lucky, you know, if you have great management or representation, to get you the best auditions, the ones that really fit your vibe and fit your persona. Because, you know, every actor says, I can act, I can do anything. BS. You know, there are certain things that some actors are really good for and some things that they're not so good for.
Right.
Yeah. And, you know, I'd rather be typecasted as, you know, a guy that's always working than being typecast as a non-working actor. You know, and I'd rather just
want to be constantly busy instead of thinking, oh, when's my next one? Where's that next one at? You want to have the Energizer Bunny Rabbit.
Yeah, I don't, you know,
times 20.
there's no problem with being typecast. There really isn't, because, you know, you get to work your chops. Now, you know, you don't want to go too deep into typecast, because then a lot of casting directors won't see you as anything else. But I've been fortunate enough where the characters I do play, yeah, sure, they're kind of rock and rollers. Sure, they're bad guys. Sure, they're anti-hero. Whatever, man. I'm showing them the skills that I have, you know, to memorize, you know, the length of the Bible and get a character together. And a lot of it has to do with attitude. You know, you got to be just like anything else, man. You got to spend time in your industry and in your craft and know every inch of it, you know, just everything. And
absolutely.
And it's also a very people person kind of business. And I kind of have the personality for that. I don't know.
Yes, I love it. I watched your stuff and I'm like, wow, look at him here, look at him there. I just can't wait to see all of it together.
Sure.
And everything. It's like, wow. So
Lisa, I'm just gonna chime in for 1 second. Our board is blowing up right now, Johnny.
Wow.
Yep.
Awesome.
My mom is tuned in. Susan, hello everybody. Hello, Johnny.
Hey, Susan.
Dawn LeMay.
Johnny, hey, Dawn. Yeah, that's one of my favorite producers in Florida. Yeah.
Awesome.
Tina Clayton is tuned in. Christian Vallejo, I think that's how you say it. Hey everyone.
Hi, son. Yeah.
Stick set up in the background, he says. Johnny Sex, aloha everyone. Rebel Heart Entertainment, hello everyone and good evening.
Hey, Tracy.
The Paragon Collection, hey.
That's Darren. We're going to talk about him next. Let's talk about him next.
Carson, Holly.
Carson, that's my girl.
There you go.
Vicky Bonnick, Johnny, we love you. Carson Holly says Cottonwood in big capital letters.
Yeah. Hey, Carson, look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing here. Look what I'm doing. Hey.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've got everybody's tuning in tonight and showing you some love, Johnny. Anyway, Lisa, back to you.
Lisa.
All right.
Yeah, hey, if you don't mind, let's start talking with some of this list that we've got.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, show me what do you want to talk about first?
Lisa, you crack me up. You guys got to also remember something, Candy, Lisa. I'm also a host, and it's a bad habit of mine. I always try to take over. So
no,
that's okay. Johnny, that's okay. This is your show. This is about you.
Yeah, Johnny, this is your show. This is you call shots, man.
I love you guys. So
we love you too.
Yes, thank baby. So look, Darren Griffith, very good friend of mine. I have known him for a very long time, and I knew him when he started the company Paragon. And Paragon I wear all the Paragon t-shirts in as many of my film and television projects that I'm on. Okay. And Darren has blessed me with a Lead Don't Follow shirt. And it's one of the top, I'd say top 3, top 5 that he's been selling at the Lead Don't Follow warehouses across the country. And he told me that they've sold so many shirts that they've sold shirts in every country around the world.
Wow.
With Johnny on it. Yeah, man. How badass is that? So a big shout out to Darren. And Darren, I want one of your new tees because I'm going to be working on a project called Crocodilus Mating Season. And and Stanley, I know he's in the green room. We'll pull him up in a minute. But Darren, if you're listening, if you're watching, get me one of your cool ones, man. And I want to cut it up. I want to look because my character's name is Slade. What a cool rock and roll name.
I like that. Yes, that is
Slade
really cool.
Badass. Stanley came up with it, right, Stanley? So I'm going to be wearing one of the Lead Don't Follow shirts in Crocodilus. But Darren, you're the best. And guys, if you want to take a look at all of his awesome rocker gear, go to Lead Don't Follow Foundation, man, and just buy my shirt. Buy the Johnny Alonso 80s t-shirt. It's so cool. It's very cool.
Definitely something to check out. I would definitely like to see where we can get some of those shirts.
And one of those shirts, actually, I worked on a project. And if he's in the green room, if you can pull up Shannon Lanier from Dark Ronin Films.
Okay.
Is he there yet?
Pull him. Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, bring him on, man.
Hey,
Paisan.
Hey,
How you doing, brother? Hey there.
Good,
welcome
man.
to Front Row Promotions. How are you doing?
Doing well. Just staying busy. I mean, like Johnny, just constantly staying busy all the time.
That's good. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shannon and I, he's my producing partner. We work together with Dark Ronin Films. Just tell him about you. I talk way too much, man. Go ahead.
No, like Johnny said, we worked together for a long time. We know each other for a long time. I mean, we know each other. She's, I don't know how long it's been now, man. Good,
like 300 years, bro.
Yeah,
300 years.
Time.
Yeah.
You know, but Dark Ronin Films, and we've done a lot of stuff. I worked on, films that Johnny was starring in, like Harvey, filming Harvey and editing that movie that was released in 2021.
Okay.
22, actually, it was 22. We do a lot of different stuff. In between, we've done horror films, we've done action films, and we have a big action film we're working on this year with the great Cynthia Rothrock.
Hell yeah.
That's called Black Creek. We're gonna be doing this year, and we have a lot of stuff, a lot of our original content we're working on. I mean, we're gonna be working on a project next month together, because when we're not doing a feature film, we're like, hey, let's work on some treatments, let's work on some other short film stuff to constantly put out material and everything, and test new ideas. So we're constantly working on something all the time.
That's good. Keep it going. Yeah. Keep it bouncing. I love that.
Absolutely.
Shannon and I are going to be working. We're shooting that in April, right, bro?
Yeah. April.
And then I'm just going to say it, but Shannon and I are we're going to be interviewing John Waters, the director, tomorrow. Yeah. We can't tell you where, because I don't want a million people showing up. But
in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Of course.
You have to tell me secretly. Maybe I can come down and see you.
Maybe when we're
I'm in Baltimore, man.
No, Shannon and I. The great thing about Shannon, and I'm not just saying that because he's here, but Shannon, he understands what I'm looking for when I'm producing, and because I have a vision. Actors are supposed to have a vision in their head, and how they're supposed to run with a certain character. Okay. And when I have something, and if you can't tell, I'm very hyperactive. So when I have something in my head, it's really hard for me to tell. And Shannon's like, I got it. I know exactly what you want. And then when I see playback, I'm like, that's exactly what I want. He's like, yeah, so shut up and just do what you got to do.
Okay.
We actually did a great film last year called Usasuki, which is going to be in the Maryland International Film Festival the weekend of the 23rd to the 26th. And it won a Best Thriller Award in the Tokyo Film Awards. It was in Shock Fest this year. But that's something that something I had written a long time ago. It's like, hey, Johnny, I got this cool idea, and it's weird on paper. It's hard to fathom what it's about on paper in a way. So I remember I gave it to Johnny, and he was like, I'm trying to sort of put it all together, because it's a wild short film. It's a whole different concept, but it was really perfect for Johnny to do it, because he just let him do what he does,
Right.
So we come up with a lot of crazy ideas. The good thing is they're not like anything else you've seen. We try to come up with new original stuff that's not the norm. And then even if it's a story that you kind of think what it is, we kind of throw it on its end and change it up, and through the editing make it completely different than that.
That's the Shannon Lanier twist. And and I mean, I'm telling you, when Shannon puts together with Cynthia, when they put their heads together for Black Creek, I think you guys are slated for what, November, December this year?
Yeah, shooting in November in Tucson, Arizona.
Wow, Arizona.
It's an action Western film, but it's a mix between a martial arts film, because Cynthia and Don Wilson and Richard Norton and all these Billy Blanks. Everyone knows Billy Blanks is from Tybo, right?
Yeah.
So, it's taking these, some of the most famous martial arts in the world, martial arts action stars, and putting them into a Western where Cynthia is the lead female character, the revenge, so it's a really cool, fun story. And it's, we've had it on Kickstarter. We've raised a ton of money on Kickstarter, over 300,000 in the last month.
Sick.
And, it already has this premiere set that Black Belt Plus and Black Belt Magazine's putting on a big premiere in Las Vegas and also in Los Angeles next year. So, You know, it's just.
Is there any chance that any of these films would make it up to Toronto for their film festival? Or
sure.
Yeah, that's going on. Yeah, I mean, we were trying to get Suzuki up in Toronto Film Festival.
Yeah, I know.
This year,
my neck of the woods, so I want to come.
Yeah, Candy.
The crazy thing about film festivals this year is that since they were all kind of no one did anything during COVID, every festival out there had they have 100 spots or 50 spots, but they have 7,000 entries.
Yeah.
So this year was absolutely nuts because we were trying to get in Toronto. As a matter of fact, Toronto.
Yeah. Don't worry, Candy. As soon as we're in, you'll be the first to know. No question.
Yeah, buddy.
Shannon, listen. I got like 19 other people after us, but listen, bro. Website. What is it? Dark Ronin Films?
Yep, darkroninfilms.com.
Awesome. And look, man, I'm going to be flying in, so I'm going to see you tomorrow afternoon, and we'll talk to Mr. Waters together. Okay?
Absolutely, brother.
All right, Paisan, thanks for coming on, man.
Good talking to you guys.
All right, good seeing you, bro.
Nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
Isn't he great?
He's awesome. That is so cool.
Yeah, dude. Shannon and I have known each other for a very long time, but I had a screening of a film called What Death Leaves Behind at the Egyptian Theater, and we sold it out. It was fantastic, and Shannon showed up, and that's how we kind of reconnected. And ever since that day, we've been producing partners along with Kevin Wynn and Paula Black. Kevin will be on later.
Okay.
But let's move this forward. I think next on the list is Elena Muscat in the waiting room.
No, we have Stanley.
Okay. You got Stanley. How about Kevin? Okay, well, you know what? Let's pull Stanley in. Stanley in. Yeah.
Let's get Stanley. All right.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Stanley. Get your ass out of that waiting room. Come on.
There he is. Hey. Hi, Stanley.
Hey, we can't hear you.
Turn your mic on.
Turn your mic on, brother. Oh, wait. Lisa, is he on mute on your side?
He is, yeah.
Yeah, it's on his end. There we go.
Oh, there he is.
Go.
I wasn't in the screen either. I wasn't sure if I was here.
Okay.
All right.
So, guys, Stanley is the director of a new film, the film that I was telling you about that I'm shooting in April back in Florida. Stanley, tell us all about this amazing project that I can't wait to work on.
All right, awesome. We are making a project called Crocodilus Mating Season. If you're from Florida, you know that gator mating season is the most dangerous time of the year. So it's kind of that, and it's kind of we're going for a campy feel as well. I watched a.
Uh-oh.
I lost audio, brother.
Audio's off again. Okay.
Okay, there we go. Sorry. It said the host has muted my mic, so I don't know. I was like,
Lisa, I promise it wasn't me.
But
oh my God, my computer's been possessed tonight. This whole thing has been possessed.
It's good.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, what I was saying was I grew up really enjoying a lot of the low budget horror films out there, or movies like Troll 2 or The Room, and I just knew we weren't going to have a lot of money for this. Like productions in Hollywood can get very expensive. And so I kind of wrote the script to lean into our low budgetness of it. And so
it's only $1 million.
Right. That's low. I'm just kidding.
Low.
I wish, man. I wish, but no. But and I feel super lucky to have Johnny in the movie as well. He's a super cool guy. So, but the film is about basically a guy that turns into an alligator, like a werewolf, but a weregator.
Weregator. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. And
kind of reminds me of my ex-girlfriend.
Maybe she can cameo. I don't know.
No comment.
No comment.
Or was that the mic drop moment?
Yeah, I know. No, so Stanley, give us a few names. I mean, you got a cool cast. I mean, I can't wait to work with these people.
Yes, for sure. We are slowly announcing them on our Instagram to kind of spread out what we have. But it's the lead actor is a gentleman, Chuck Fusca, and Rachel Camo is our lead actress, and we have Jim Serrano and Andy. I want to say it the French way, but Andy Gion, and
but of course,
I was like, it's way more fun to say it the French way. When he told me, I was like, it's going to be the French way from now on. Gion, as leading roles in the film. I also have a cameo for the producer, Michael McLaren. He was in the first one as well, so he's bringing his character back. So it's going to be. I feel very blessed to have the amount of talent that we've got, and just the best that Orlando has to offer. I would say because I am from Orlando. I'm not in LA. I'm in Orlando, Florida, and just having a blast out here, getting ready to make this film.
Awesome.
Sounds very exciting.
I'm excited to work with Stanley. He came on the set, the Haunting of Cottonwood, which we're going to talk about, I think, next. But Stanley came on board, and he's like, yeah, man, I want you in my film. I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Who is this guy? He was the director and writer of Crocodilus. I'm like, oh, how are you, sir? Nice to meet you.
That was different, right? Yes. Oh,
yeah, no, it's funny because my very good friend, Edward Abramson here in Los Angeles, he's one of my go-to guys when it comes to distribution. And I've been talking with Stanley, and I've been talking with Michael McLaren, who hopefully will be coming on. If not, Kevin Wynn's going to be talking on his behalf. This film, Crocodilus Mating Season, is very campy. It's kind of like, I don't want to say Sharknado, but it's along those lines. It's in the family, I should say. And there are many distribution houses. Yeah, many distribution houses here in Southern California, New Mexico, and Arizona that we can talk to. I know a ton of people. But Eddie has said, look, man, this is more like an Asylum Films kind of project. And we have an in with the guys at Asylum. So, I just want to make sure that this cast, we do our best and, we make you look good, Stanley, and, vice versa. Yeah, the great thing about Stanley is that he said, no, the words are not the Bible. They're not written in stone. Of course, you got to say what you got to say.
Right.
And you got to get the point across, but make it your own. So that's when I was like, can you please change my character's name from Chester to something else that's a little more cool? They came up with Slade, man. And Slade is just a rock star.
That's awesome. I love it.
I like that.
No,
yeah.
I actually ended up rewriting the part for Johnny. It was originally a much like meaner bully type role. And then, Johnny is such a friendly guy, but I was able to work it, and he's has such a rock star vibe. So it was just like, cool, let's make it more like Johnny and make it work.
Oh,
and I know we're gonna have a ton of fun on set together.
We will. So, bro, I know I talk more, but I got to cut you off because I got 3 other people in line.
It's all good. It's all good. Thank you for having me on the show.
Stanley, thank you.
You're
Did
welcome.
you want to say something, Candy?
I do. Yeah. So I just want to chime in real quick for everybody watching. If y'all want to ask a question, feel free to post a question. We'll get to as many of them as we can.
Yeah.
I mean, this ain't just for comments. You guys, if you guys are curious about anything, want to ask Johnny a question, post it in the comments.
Throw it out
We'll
there.
get to you.
Yes.
No worries.
Stanley, thank you, brother.
All right. Do I hit leave studio? I'm sorry. I'm new
I'll
to
kick
this
you out.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
I got
Thank
you.
so much.
Thank you, guys. Stanley, I'll call you tomorrow. Take care, bro.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right.
All right. So are we getting Elena in here? I believe she is in the green room right now.
All right. Throw Elena in. I want to talk to
I
her.
don't know which one because I can't see it. It's down below.
Elena Moscott.
That's
Looks
her.
like. Yeah.
That's my
Is this the
producer.
one? I can't get it. Wait a minute. I gotta scroll up some. Hang on.
Hey,
There
you
we
guys
go.
having a good time?
There we go.
I love it. I
Hey.
love
Absolutely.
Johnny,
Yeah.
we love
That's-
what we do so much.
There's
honestly.
Elena.
Right,
There
Elena?
she
Hi.
is.
Hi there. Welcome
Hi, how are you?
to Fire Promotions. How are you?
Great. This is fun.
This is Elena. This is my producer from the mighty Click on This show, as well as the new series, Lisa, that we were talking about called Rosemary Street.
Yes.
And just for both of you know, it's Lisa and Candy. Look at me. I'm talking like I'm the host of this show.
That's okay.
This is your show.
It's about you, Johnny. Go right off.
Elena and I and Al Soto and Simi, our camera, we're all going to be going to South by Southwest in Austin, Texas next week.
Okay.
So and we have another big event happening tomorrow, which we might just say something. But anyway, Elena, talk a little bit about yourself and tell them how great I am.
I love it.
Johnny's phenomenal.
You are, Johnny.
He's fantastic.
Oh, please.
I've known Johnny since what? Well, actually, I met Johnny when I was about 20 and he was about 15.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Dancing at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
In an after-hours club called Signal. Greatest place ever. But
nice.
Yes, Elena, talk about Click on This for a second.
Well, Click on This was created in 2009, and it's been a lifestyle show. We've covered Sundance about 7 times. This is our very first time covering South by Southwest. Well, actually second time, but our first time going there. And we've covered movie festivals and music festivals in LA, New York, and obviously Baltimore and DC and all over the place.
Awesome.
It's awesome. And
I love it. Yes.
Everybody's go ahead.
I'm sorry. So the show, I've seen a couple of it, but what do you go out? Is this where you interview other people and different? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And so what's your interest of who you interview?
So we pretty much interview anybody who has a website because we're called Click on This. So
okay.
But we cover entertainment, music. So I call myself a music and entertainment press show.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what it is. So our hosts talk to whomever to talk to.
Nice.
Yeah, so
they get to learn all about it. Yes.
Yeah, no, we've won many awards. Elena's show has won many awards.
Oh,
and,
so cool.
Yeah, and a lot of it has to
reality
do with
show. We've won best host.
Yeah.
We won best host right here.
Yes.
Yep.
Best host. Yes. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, geez. No.
Fun.
Click on This has been it's a lifestyle for us. We've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
And we've really, Elena has really carved her place, online. And which leads, that's my segue, online. So let's talk about Rosemary Street, your new show.
It's okay. So I'm from Baltimore. I've been here since I was 1, living in Charles Village.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and I work in the film industry. I've worked in all the film sets like The Wire. I was the key crafty all 5 years on The Wire. I worked on the House of Cards all 6 years.
Okay.
Worked on all the different shows. So I know the shows that were filmed here in Baltimore, but I don't really feel like they really truly show what my Baltimore is. So I really wanted to create Rosemary Street as a way to show another point of view of what Baltimore is. And it's more of like a college town and a musical town. So it's kind of like part fame, part the neighborhood, part the village. It's like an art town, but in Charles Village.
Yeah.
That's cool. Is there a Rosemary Street in Charles Village?
No.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if it was a specific street that you were using, or is it just something that it's made up?
Well, we felt that if we used my real street, the people would really come.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I understand. And actually, me and my friend Damien, we did a TikTok together where I was the chip lady and he was a dancer, and he passed by, and he heard my chip eating, which was making a sound, and then he started to dance to it.
Oh, sweet! Oh, I love it.
Got 3 million hits on his account, on his TikTok. And
Wow.
we noticed people like taking pictures of the house or passing by and going, "That's where the TikTok was filmed." So just if one little TikTok can make that, then obviously a show can.
Yeah.
Right. That's true. Very cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
and this show Rosemary Street. I know you guys know Major Mitt from the New Romance.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yes. I go
Yeah,
out and
no.
see them all the time.
Those the guys, Freddie and friends. They're my boys. And if you saw the pitch that Elena and I shot, you'll see Mitt in there. And yeah, we're gonna be pulling him in for the series. He's gonna be
He's got a part.
Yeah, got a good part. It's
Yeah.
very good. It's very good.
And
then,
also, wasn't it Johnny Bonzo?
yeah, Johnny Sachs. Are you kidding? Yeah.
Yes, I saw him in there too.
Yeah, he's my
Awesome.
boy. And it's great. Oh, and Elena, I have to shout her name out because she's actually watching it right now. But Carson, who's going to be playing my youngest, Casey on the show, she is in the film The Haunting of Cottonwood, and we'll talk about that later. But it's amazing how all these jobs that I've been doing lately, just in the past 4 or 5 months, I've met some of the greatest actors and actresses.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And Atlanta was like, the character Asher that I'm playing, Asher Daniels.
No, I'm actually changing your name, Johnny.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
To what?
I'm changing it to Chester.
I gotta kill you. You and Stanley both. I'm telling you. Come on. How Elena and I get along. So the character Asher, because I'm keeping his name Asher Daniels and his family, they're very musically oriented, and the kids go to the School for the Arts, and it's just such a great story. And and everybody, like I said, everybody that I've been meeting in the past several months, I'm bringing them into my other projects. Elena trusts me with casting, as I trust her with casting.
Awesome.
Elena's phenomenal at casting. And when I showed her Carson, she said, "Oh, dude, dead ringer for you and your family. She's perfect. She's a singer. She's a dancer, a talented actress."
Awesome.
So,
she's
Carson,
beautiful.
She's beautiful. She really is. And
what's her name?
Carson Hawley.
She's watching right now. She's totally roasting you right now, Johnny. Chester forever.
I'm gonna kill you. She does this. We do this to each other all the time. So TV guy, she's wonderful. But if she starts to overshadow me with her acting, she's out. I'm telling you now. She's out. No, I love you, Carson. Come on.
I also want to do a shout out to some of the other cast members. We have the beautiful Aubrey Dittmer, who's actually the Carson's older sister.
Yep.
And she's a beautiful songstress. She's 17 years old, so she'll be the older daughter. We have Paula Black, who'll be Johnny's wife.
Yeah.
The wonderful Paula Black.
Love
BJ
her.
Soden will be in. He'll be a neighbor, so he'll be on the Rosemary Street. So there's another family. They're the Hunter family. So you're gonna have about them, and then you have different families that the show will be about.
Wow. Okay.
We have Major Mitt, Tawanda Underloo.
Yeah. Tom Massif, Desi Velez.
Okay.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. No, and I know, Lisa, if you're in the area, I'd love to have you in. And Candy, if you come down from Canada, please.
I would love
anybody watching want to sponsor my trip?
Anybody watching want to sponsor Rosemary Street?
I spent all my saved money on the Nashville trip. So
don't worry, I'll get you down there. Don't worry, I'll produce it.
You're the best.
I'll find a way.
Oh my God, Johnny, you're just
no, really. But I've already told Elena, and then Elena, we got to wrap you up in a second. I already told Elena that both of you, we would love to have you guys come in as a cameo somewhere on the show.
Oh, we would love that. Absolutely. Nice. Yes.
Well, because Elena and I, the way we work things, we're very positive people.
Yes.
There's not enough positivity in this world right now. I'm telling you.
Very true.
It's a nightmare.
Hey man, you're preaching to the choir.
Tell me about it.
Say it all the time.
But that's why Elena came up with Rosemary Street, because Rosemary Street is really the beautiful Baltimore that we know. It's the heightened reality that I was talking about earlier. It's the heightened reality that actors have when they're supposed to act. Well, that's the heightened reality that I want to be in. That's the stratosphere that Rosemary Street is. And that's how we're going to direct this show. You're going to love it. The show is awesome.
I can't wait. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And Alana, last thing before I let you go, you got to get Joan Jett to play my older sister.
Yes.
You know you can do it. You know you can. So
they got the spiky hair. That's the same.
Oh yeah. I am the male embodiment of Joan Jett. So.
Yes.
There you go.
Alana, listen, I will see you tomorrow for John Waters.
For John Waters. Look for John Waters and click on this.
Click on this. So Alana, thank you for coming by. I'll call you later.
Oh, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming to Front Row.
Thank you for having us.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
See, guys, isn't this a lot of fun having all these people, other than Johnny Alonso just talking his ass off about everything? This is so much more fun.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing.
You underestimate yourself, Johnny.
Yeah, all good. You have our hearts. We are fans of yours, and we love everything you do.
Let me just fangirl for a second, okay? Because when Lisa told me that she got you on for an interview, I'm like, the Johnny Alonso. She's like,
oh God.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, I said I got Johnny. Yes.
And then Candy says, there go the ratings. They're down. That's it.
No.
Hey, let me know when Kevin Wynn gets in the room.
So
he is
he is actually backstage now. So why don't we bring him in?
Or how about Michael and Michael McLaren? Did he show up?
I'm not sure.
Yet. No,
he's not in yet.
Okay, let's pull Kevin in.
Okay. Kevin is here. Hi, Kevin.
Hey. Good to be with you.
Good to
have you.
Guys,
hi, Kevin. Welcome to Front Row Promotions.
Thank you.
I mentioned Kevin earlier, Candy. He is one of my producing partners from Dark Ronin Films.
Okay.
With Shannon Lanier.
Right.
Yeah. So Kevin and I have done several projects, including the movie Harvey, Lisa, that you know all about.
Yes.
And Kevin, just tell us a little bit about yourself and then how we're interconnected.
Yeah, well, I mean, I really started acting back in 2015. I kind of got a late start. But no, the first time I got to meet Johnny, it was kind of a funny situation because I get a call about being the antagonist in this movie called Harvey. And normally, you think, okay, we're shooting months down the road. Let me get the script. Let me think about the character. And this is during COVID. And I learned that, no, we're shooting in 2 days and I've got to get COVID tested the next day. And the script is being sent to you. And well, I got my COVID appointment set up. Never got the script until.
Oh no!
I was busy. What do you want?
Right. And then it was like I had to be on set at 5 o'clock in the morning, and so I show up and I meet Johnny for the first time, and I'm like, listen, I'm kind of nervous because I just had to run through this quick, memorize as best I can. And he's like, look, just do your thing. I've seen your work. Do your thing. Just if I'm directing, don't screw up. That was my introduction to Johnny, right? But we knocked it out. Shannon did an awesome job shooting it.
He did.
And I've been working with Johnny ever since.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good people, Candy. Good people work together quite a bit. Look at some of the famous duos, that you've seen in Hollywood, that people are always teamed up with because they trust each other. Actors are supposed to
look at Adam Sandler. He brings
I was thinking that. Yes.
Kevin says that all the time. He says it all the time.
Yeah.
And like I said, acting, and I say it all the time to all my acting friends, it's a heightened reality that we live in. Acting is a heightened reality. Mm-hmm. Sure. Yes. It's almost like Jedi reflexes, the Force controls you and you control it at the same time. And it's hard to find other actors that get it. Well, guess what? This guy over here, he gets it. When we act together, it's spot on. I don't have to worry about him. And when he's the lead and I'm his second in command, he doesn't have to worry about me. Or at least I don't think he does. But at the same time, we get it. And we're producing together in Los Angeles. We're producing together in PA. We're producing together in Baltimore. And Kevin and I just finished The Haunting of Cottonwood, right? Then let's talk about that.
Right.
So,
oh my God, that show, yes.
Dude, such a killer film, great cast.
Can't wait.
I got to shout out the cast now because I'm sure a few of them are still watching, So, of course, Kevin Wynn, he plays the character Ralph. Christian Vallejo, I think he's watching. He told me he was going to. He's playing the character Joey, right? Kevin, he's Joey, right?
Yeah, he's Joey. Yeah, he's my sidekick.
He's your sidekick. Savannah Elmer plays Dawn, and this Dawn character is like the babysitter in this project, and she's creepy. She's creepy ass. So she's out there. We got to give a big shout out to my family. So Michelle Procopio, who plays Georgina, my wife. Okay. She's got some health issues right now. God bless you, Michelle. We love you. I just spoke with her today.
Okay, I hope she's okay.
Yeah, she'll pull through. Yes. Phenomenal actress. Bailey Bonnick. I gotta talk about Bailey Boo. She plays my youngest daughter in the film. Her character's name is Addie. And Bailey just had a film show in Sundance, a screen at Sundance. It was called Theater Camp, and it airs nationally in all the theaters July 14th or July 15th. So I'm very proud of her. She's one hell of an actress.
Awesome.
Yes.
And she's of course also been on a couple episodes of Young Rock with Dwayne Johnson.
Yes.
Get out. Oh.
Yeah. This chick's getting more work than Kevin and I. What the hell's going on?
I know,
here? Right? And of course, if Carson's still watching, my favorite, Carson Holly. Love her to death. Yeah, she's my pistola. She knows what that means. She plays my eldest, Amber. And as I said, good actors are always discovered by great casting directors. And Alana saw her clip with this little clip that we put out from The Haunting of Cottonwood and said, she not only looks like you, but I need a younger daughter in the project. So Carson was pretty much cast without auditioning. She doesn't have to.
Right.
So Car, I know you hate me calling you Car, but I'll see you soon.
That's
Cole,
payback for wanting to change your name to Chester.
Yes, exactly.
There you go.
Cole Bonnick. Cole is Bailey's youngest brother. Or younger brother. Yeah, and he plays the boy Sebastian in the film. Kevin, tell them about the name Sebastian, how that was the original story.
Forget about it.
Yeah, I mean, the original story was about, the kid Sebastian. And so, but the story kept developing, and so it became more than just Sebastian. So they had to change the name to The Haunting of Cottonwood. And I'm telling you, it is creepy. I've seen some of the stills from the set, and it creeps me out, and I was there.
Oh my goodness.
So it's going to be good.
When does it come out?
I think we're going to have a premiere back in Mount Dora right around Halloween.
Ooh, yes. Perfect time frame for it. Yes.
Perfect. So that, and then I know Michael McLaren, who's the director, he's not here with us right now, but he's been talking about the franchise bit of this already. We haven't even put out Cottonwood, and now they're talking about doing The Haunting of Cottonwood 2.
Wow.
And it'd be a totally different setting, where the first one, which Kevin and I and everybody else I just mentioned just shot, is in Florida. Yes. Well, the Cottonwood 2 is going to happen upstate in the New England area. So it's a completely different setting. You got to remember, a good cinematographer, a good director, a good script, and good actors all work off of their locations. I don't give a shit what anybody says. If the location isn't right, sure, an actor, is supposed to act and they can make it happen. But when an actor is wearing certain kinds of wardrobe and they're in an environment where it's too hot or too cold, and it's just creepy, cobwebby, all of a sudden they fall into that heightened reality that I keep coming back to. And that's where I draw my energy from. As I said earlier, I mean, if you can't tell, I'm very hyperactive. So I need a lot of people to kind of
just a little.
I love it.
I need people to bring me in, and actors like Kevin, actors like Carson, actors like Michelle can do that. And when they harness my energy, it's almost like we're all a nuclear bomb together, and that's real acting.
That's good.
And I'm very excited, and Kevin and I are shooting with Shannon in April, second or third week, bro, something like that.
Second weekend in April.
Yes, thank you. And it's going to be really cool. I can't give up too much, but Shannon's trying to put together this action drama where Kevin is the lead. And he's going to be like part of this Ukrainian mob kind of thing. It's very, very cool.
Wow.
And and I'll be playing sidekick to him. So that's the other great thing. When you have somebody writing,
right?
It doesn't always have to be. I don't have to always be the lead. I don't want to always be the lead.
Right.
You know, let's show the facets of everyone else around. You know,
right.
And just support each other. And that's what makes our project so strong.
That is super cool. Yes.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, no.
And you all work well as a team, and you all work well together, and you pull together. That I like that. Yes.
Yeah. And Lisa, I think you're in the Baltimore, Maryland area.
Yes.
Yeah. When Kevin will attest to this, when we had our Harvey premiere at the Senator Theater.
Okay.
Dude, this was during I guess the first year of COVID, right, bro?
Yeah.
We the Senator Theater max capacity is 660 people. We had just under 600 during COVID all come out to support us.
Oh my God, that is awesome.
It was wicked. It was so rad. And Michael McLaren has already said that when we have a screening in Mount Dora, Florida in October, we will be screening The Haunting of Cottonwood at the Senator in Baltimore. And of course, Mistress Candy and Lisa, you guys will be our, honorary guests. Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love that.
So Kevin, I gotta yank the camera. So
that's fine.
Hey,
I get it.
And you're gonna be in New York tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Saturday I'm heading out to NYC for a few days.
Nice.
So
remember what I said? Carmine's. That's the best Italian restaurant in Times Square.
I'm leaving this 80-degree weather in Florida to go to 40 degrees in New York. I don't know why.
Johnny, I got a question for you. Where's the Real Ray's Pizza?
The Real Ray's Pizza?
Yes.
I don't think it exists. I know that's the question everybody asks, because if you give the wrong question, they say, "Oh, you don't know anything." So I don't know.
There you go.
Kevin, thank you for coming on, bro.
Absolutely.
And I will give you a call tomorrow. All right.
Sounds good. Talk to you then. Thank you.
Bye, Kevin. Thank you for coming.
Johnny, I'm just going to go to the board here for a quick second. Vicky Bonnick has a question. Mike wants to know, are you playing a song tonight?
Oh my God. Lisa and I, and already people are like, oh, he's not going to. So Lisa and I, we were talking about it. I have tried to do this several times in other interviews, and my microphone on my laptop just blows out. It just gets really distorted.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I already told Lisa my next video that I'm putting out in the next few days is going to be dedicated to you guys. So
thank you.
Yeah. And it's going to open up with that. So I'll probably shoot it in Austin when we're down in Texas. So I'm sorry. Yeah. Everybody always wants me to do those songs. I promise. Maybe we'll do another episode with you guys, and half the set will be just me playing covers. I don't know.
There you go. I would love that. You are always welcome to come back to Front Row Promotions. And when you do, everything will work better than what we have been through to try to get this rolling. But definitely, at least it's rolling.
Yeah, we have a lot of people. Candy, I mean, are people still questioning in, or are we good?
Oh, yeah, everybody's chiming in. Yeah, Vicky's tuned in, Connie. Elena's still tuned in, Carson. She's like, forget about it.
Forget about
it. I love it.
Vicky just chimed in. She says, we will wait for that and check it out. Yeah, everybody's loving on you tonight.
Oh, I love it. These guys are fantastic. I got to mention Connie Lamothe really quickly.
Yep.
Great casting, talent management. Connie and I have known each other for a very long time. I knew her as an actress when she was an actress first. Now she's gone over to the producing side. She's still acting, but she's also talent management. She's now based out of Charleston, South Carolina. And Connie and I are doing a project called The Wooden Bowl. It's a great story. And Connie just called me out of the blue like a couple months ago. And she's like, hey, Paisan. I'm like, hey, Paisan. And she's like, hey, you want to redo The Wooden Bowl? Connie and I shot one version of it several years ago in Ocean City.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Very heartfelt story.
But
it just didn't work out. It didn't grab everything that we wanted.
Right.
As I said to you girls earlier, if the locations aren't right, something about it, man. Just I don't know. Everything has to be right if you really want to get that point across.
No, somebody just commented something and made me laugh, so I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
Tina
hopefully
Clayton.
it's not my ex.
Tina Clayton. Tina says, "I don't think Johnny ever sleeps."
I love you to death.
Bunny rabbit.
Girls, you know what? We'll finish up with Connie in a second, but Tina Clayton, her sons have a great band called Vivid Vertigo. I put them on the soundtrack of Harvey. They were the first. They were the first band I actually thought of before the film was actually even put together. And I got Vivid Vertigo, and they highlighted their song on our soundtrack, etc. You guys, your Front Row Promotions should put them on your show. They're a great up and coming band.
Ooh,
they're super cool. They got a female front chick. She's awesome.
nice.
And I really dig their
What are they
music.
called
They're called Vivid Vertigo.
Johnny,
Okay.
put them in touch with Lisa. Lisa handles most of the bookings.
I will. So Andrew, there you go, Paisan. So getting back to I will. So Connie, Connie decided, with the help of the executive producers and Nick, the guy, I think he pretty much wrote the story, to redo the Wooden Bowl and do it right this time. I'm not saying the first one was wrong. It just wasn't there. And it's a very heartfelt story, and I can't wait to go back to Charleston, South Carolina. That's where I shot Outer Banks, and I get to hang out with Connie. Connie's one of my favorites. She's a talented lady. So Connie, thank you for tuning in.
Yay!
Yes, and Connie, I'll call you tomorrow before I do my interview with Waters, so we can get everything together for I guess for our book for the Wooden Bowl shoot. Other than that, guys, I got another project.
Do we have
What's
one
that?
other person? Somebody else that was supposed to join us. Are they backstage yet?
I don't see nobody. Nope.
Okay.
That's
That
okay.
was cool. Yeah.
I'll just unfriend them on Facebook. Don't worry about it.
I mean, we can go into some fun questions, Johnny. I'm sure you'd get a kick out of those.
Yeah. Are they suitable for this audience?
Yeah. I mean, there's no rating on this show.
There's no rating. Oh, I'm in trouble now. No, really quick.
Connie just chimed in and says, "Thanks, Johnny. You're the best."
Oh, you're the best. Connie.
And thank you, Lisa and Candy. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. We love you.
I only deal with positive people, man. I'm tired of the drama, man.
There you
But
go.
Absolutely.
I got to mention one project that I'm working on called the Chop Shop.
Oh yeah, that is so cool. I watched some of that. That's nice. I like it.
I mean, it's incredible. My partner in crime.
You had what's his name, Mickey Coachella in there.
Yeah.
That's Mickey.
Mickey from the old 98 Rock days, old friend.
Yeah.
My partner in crime, Irv Becker, fellow actor. I've worked with him on a few projects.
Okay.
When he lived in Sherman Oaks, I would crash on his couch for like 8 months in Los Angeles. But Irvin and I and Ray have put together this incredible script. It's what we call a dramedy. It's a drama comedy, The Chop Shop, and it's a mob-based hysterical story. And it's not really mob-oriented, but it's just mob-accented, like throwing Tabasco on a steak. It's just kind of there. So,
right.
Yeah. And if you watch the Chop Shop pitch trailer that I have on my Facebook or on YouTube, it's got nothing but awesome reviews. People are like, dude, when are you going to shoot this shit? And we're like, soon.
Yeah, it's cool.
My schedule,
it's funny.
Yeah, my schedule is really filled up. I mean, pilot season has really taken off. And so I'm hoping, if all goes well, that we get the Chop Shop up and running, maybe late fall, maybe late fall. I don't know yet. But everything, all in due time.
Absolutely, yes.
You can only, the world only spins so fast, man. That was the hardest part for me as an actor, a young actor. I'm like, oh my God, it's got to happen now. It's got to happen now. Well, it doesn't have to happen now. It's not going to happen now. If you just know it's not going to happen now, then it's going to happen. Because if you keep fretting about it, it never happens.
I love you, Johnny. You're just amazing. I love you too. Oh, you're just amazing. I love watching you. The way you talk, all of it. You show all this energy. I love it.
That's what happens when you drink 5 Red Bull at the same time. Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Shit.
I drink Pepsi. That's my Red Bull.
I'm kidding.
Okay, how about you just mentioned that. Why don't we ask some fun questions?
Sure.
Okay, Johnny.
Yeah.
Coke or Pepsi?
Neither. I'm diabetic.
If you had to choose one.
If I had to choose one, Pepsi, because they seem to be the underdog. I don't know.
Damn, I won.
Damn it.
Sorry, Candy. Tip me off next time. Tip me off.
No. Okay. It's okay. So okay, if you were stranded, if you were stranded on a deserted island, Johnny, what 5 items would you want to bring with you?
Oh, you don't want to ask me that question.
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah. We're getting some pretty funny answers, so go for it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, if I was going to be serious about it, a guitar for sure.
It has to be, yes.
It has to be. My straight razor so I can cut my hair every other week. My cell phone. I don't know. What kind of question is this? What kind of question is this?
I love it.
If I was stranded on a deserted island, I'd bring a lifeboat. That's what I would bring. I would bring a boat. I don't know.
What's that for?
One more.
Oh shit! I was hoping you weren't counting. My leather jacket. I've had my biker jacket since I was 15 years old. Yeah, that thing has seen a lot of love through its time.
I've had. I like it.
Too many people try to steal it away from me. Yeah.
Love it. Love those answers. Yes.
Lisa, before I switch it over to you, I'm going to go to the board. We do have a couple of questions. Vicky.
Sure.
Vicky has a question for Johnny. Since you have traveled so much, is there any destination you haven't been that you want to see and why?
Great question. I've traveled everywhere, definitely everywhere in this country. I used to be on a show called NASA 360. We did like 49 episodes around the world. And I was the main host on the show. And every NASA campus in the United States, including Hawaii, I have been to. And I've shot on every campus that NASA has in the States. So I've been everywhere. It's pretty rad.
Have you taken like wherever you've been, do you have anything to say? I was here, like a lot of people will collect like shot glasses, or you have shirts or whatever mementos.
Yeah.
Do you have like each something? But that is cool.
You want to know? Honestly?
Yes.
I've been doing this for a while. So if you look at my acoustic videos on YouTube, you'll see that they've been shot in every city, because every time I go somewhere, I try to do one song in that city.
I love it.
Yeah, that's why I have over 125 videos just acoustically, because that's where I've been.
Very cool.
I know.
That's awesome. I like the way,
by the water, and then with the snow, and at the airport, or I think it was the airport.
It's like my travel log. It's like my travel log.
Yeah.
But if I had to go back, no, you said someplace I haven't been to. I've been everywhere. And where in the world, or like in the States?
Just any destination that you haven't been to that you want to see, and why?
Oh, absolutely. Then okay, Havana, Cuba. Absolutely. I've been dying to go to Cuba. My grandfather always said that the best Spanish out of Spain is in Cuba for some reason. So I've been dying to go there, and we as Americans, we can't get there unless we get up to you, Candy, and fly from Canada to Havana, Cuba.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, you got to fly up here first. If you're going to fly up here, we go for drinks first, and then you fly to Havana, Cuba.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Come on,
there you
man.
Go. Well, first you got to stop to Baltimore and pick me up, and then
pick you up. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll just take the plane over really quickly. But Havana, Cuba, no question. Absolutely. I've been dying to go there. So
my mom, I don't know what part she's going to, but my mom is actually traveling to Cuba this coming May.
Oh, really?
I'll have to ask her what part. But
wow.
We got another. We actually have another question. We got another
entertainment press show. Yes.
The Paragon collection.
Yeah.
Hair care products, Johnny. Talk about that.
My hair care products, or their hair care products? All right. I don't think Paragon has hair care products. I wear a lot of Paragon tees only because, like I said, Darren and I have been together, just working together for a very long time. He's endorsed me. I mean, I wear his shirts on all the sets, and everybody loves those rocker tees. They just look really cool. They're comfortable, and they're just classically rock and roll, man. So
absolutely,
yeah. Pull up any of my films. Pull up my stuff from One Tree Hill. Pull up my stuff from anything.
Oh my God, One Tree Hill. That takes me back to my teenage years.
Dude, I was Joey D. We'll talk about him later. I've worn Paragon.
Did you get to work with what's his name? Was it Chad Michael Murray?
Chad Michael, yeah. Chad Murray and I, yeah, we were friends. We hung out quite a bit. Sophia Bush, Bethany Joy Lenz. I had scenes with all of them. I did 7 episodes recurring as Joey D. I was Haley's band manager on the show.
Okay.
Yeah, it was had cool. Great dialogue. And I was one of those characters that everybody hated. So I used to get hate mail. It was great. And I'm like, good. That means I'm doing my job. If you hate me that much, you really think that my character's real? Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
There you go.
Yeah, and so I made a heavy impact. I was only supposed to be on there for 2 or 3 episodes, and they bumped it to 3 more. So
that's awesome. Yeah, that definitely takes me back for sure.
Oh yeah, dude, it was a great show. It was a great show, and it's actually coming back. It's now on HBO Max, and it's found a new generation of fans, and I've been getting quite a bit of fan mail, or just people just inquiring on Facebook and on Instagram and on my website JohnnyAlonso.com. Look at me plugging everything. How cool am I?
Hey, it's all good.
That's what we need. Yes.
Yeah, and it helps on the IMDb rating as well. But no, man, it's been, it's good. Everything that. How can I say this? Paragon. They have shirts. The shirts are phenomenal. Go to the LeeDon'tFollowFoundation.com website. You'll see everything that they've got. Okay. Products. What do I use?
I think he specified that he said that was supposed to be for what you would take on a desert island. Sorry, my bad.
Well, if I bring a straight razor, I still need to bring my Boy of London. I use Boy of London. So yes, I need to bring that product.
No Farrah Fawcett spray, no Aquanet or anything like that?
I used to use Aquanet, but that stuff, man, it would dry your hair out so much you could punch a hole through your hair. I was like, nah, no more,
It makes your hair look like straw. I used to use it. I still kind of do a little bit. But once you get so much in there, it's like a bird's nest.
Yeah. It turns into hay, man. Forget about it, man.
Forget about it.
Forget
about it.
Forget about it.
Lisa, how about we go to your question?
Yay. Okay. If you were on a hot tub time machine.
Yeah.
I always say the 80s hot tub time machine because there's the movie out, with the 80s hot tub. Where are you setting the dial? Where are you going?
Oh, that's a great one. Okay. Well, this is a typical Johnny Alonso answer. I will go back in time. I go back in my time. I'd find one day. I just want to go back one day in my past. Doesn't matter which day. I just want one day back in my past. How cool would that be?
I would love it.
Hey, think about that for a second. Just think about that. If you can go back in time in a time machine and it can transport you anywhere, if you can go back just one day, just say 15 years ago, 10 years ago, just one day in your past, that's what I want to do. That's what
I would love it.
If that was me, I would go to my senior prom and wear a different dress because it fell to my ankles. So.
Oh, no.
Yep.
I would have broken up with the chick that I took to the senior prom. That's what you guys have no idea, man. You have no idea. I'm still dealing with all this shit. I'm still dealing with it all, man. It's unreal.
Oh, no.
It was a halter dress, okay? It was a halter dress. And lines and halter dresses do not mix. That's
they don't
what
mix.
happens.
No, they don't.
Oh, my lordy. Oh, my lordy. Yeah, I would get back to. Yeah.
What do you got, Lisa?
I would go back to the 80s definitely. See the Def Leppard concert, the first Def Leppard concert that came out.
Wicked. Very
cool. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
We got any more questions?
Let me just go to the board here for a sec.
Sure.
Someone's chiming in. Vicky says, I think we all used to use that hairspray. I'm guessing she's referring to Aquanet. I'm guessing.
Why we call it Farrah Fawcett spray?
Oh, Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, that's what they called it. Oh my goodness. So what time is your flight in the morning?
I got a question.
Oh my God. It's red eye. So I think it's at 6:40.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, and it's direct, so
Okay.
it's 7 hours. So I'll have a little bit
Yeah,
of
we
time
won't keep you.
before our interview. Yeah,
Yeah, we
Okay.
won't keep you long.
yeah. It's
I
cool.
got a question for you, Johnny. You're an actor. Who's your celebrity crush?
Oh my God. I've had several. I remember back in the day, I had a huge crush on Jenny Garth from 90210. Huge,
Ooh, aw.
huge crush. Eh, anybody today? Anybody hot? I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's a hard one. I I don't know. I mean, that's really, like I said, Jenny Garth was one of them back in the day, and then I think I've just been so busy in my career that I haven't really looked around to see who I like. Honestly, I don't have. I mean, I have my private life, sure, but that's a failing private life. It's not working.
Aw.
Aw.
Yeah, things aren't always as great as everybody thinks. But you know what, man? In this industry, you give up a lot. You
Yeah.
have to give up a lot, and that's what a lot of people don't get. I invest a lot of time in this because I have given up a lot to invest a lot of time in this.
Sure.
Yeah, but I love it so much. I mean, this is what I do. This is not a hobby.
That's what you love.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's your passion, and you follow your heart where you want to go.
She's saying Joan Jett. Is that a celebrity crush of yours?
Oh, Joan Jett. My God, I've always said, like I said earlier, I'm the male embodiment of Joan Jett, and and Joan's from the tri-state. I think she's from like northern Maryland or like lower PA.
I don't know.
And
Yeah.
rock and roll crush, absolutely. Joan Jett, she's the baddest rock star out there. Absolutely.
Johnny, have you ever heard of a band called Platinum Blonde?
Of course I have. Yeah.
You look like Dan Todd a little bit.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
But when my hair is longer too. Yeah. I'll take that as a compliment. Thanks.
I think
Dan's a
I
cool
think
guy.
you and Major Mitt looks like you could be related.
Oh, dude, he's my paisan. That he's a great guy, and yeah, we do. We
I'm
look
telling
like
you.
we're blood related.
You do.
Yeah,
You sure
talented
do.
singer.
You look like. Yeah. You guys,
All right.
when you guys went to when you went to Looney's South, and I saw you interviewed them, and I'm like, damn, why couldn't I be there on that night? Damn. But that was so cool.
I'll have you guys on the Rosemary Street set. Not to worry.
That would be amazing.
That's
That would be amazing.
pretty cool.
All right, so
Yeah.
we are
Love it.
running out of time. I know, Johnny, you've got a flight you got to catch soon, so we want to get you on your way here shortly. Do you have anything final you want to say? Like any shout outs you want to give? Anything else you want to plug before you hop that plane? What do you think?
No, I think I pretty much said everything I have to say. There's that old saying too, less is more. So I'll leave it at that. I'll just let people watch this over and over again.
And where can everybody find you
go.
again? Plug your socials, plug your website.
Yeah, everything under just Johnny Alonso. So from Facebook down to TikTok,
Okay.
IMDb, Johnny Alonso, Instagram, Johnny.Alonso,
Oh, yeah,
Twitter.
you're all over IMDb. Oh yeah.
IMDb, that's probably the best. Haunting of Cottonwood's going to have a website up soon, I'm pretty sure. Crocodilus, I'm sure, is going to be doing the same.
I can't wait.
Follow them. Go get on your Instagram and follow them. Follow all the actors. Again, I'm very excited about what's happening in the future. Rosemary Street's going to kick ass. The Chop Shop's going to be awesome.
Absolutely.
And you guys have to
Yes.
watch The Haunting of Cottonwood. You're my celebrity guest when we premiere it in Baltimore in October. Okay.
You got it.
All right, so I'll turn this back over to Lisa. But before I do, Johnny, again, thank you so much for being here. Again, I am a big fan. We're so happy that you, took the time out to hang out with us tonight.
Hey,
That was awesome.
my
you so
pleasure.
much.
I've been wanting to do this. Thank you.
And when Lisa goes
Aw.
offline, just stay on for a couple minutes if you don't mind after we go offline here. Is that cool?
Sure.
All right, Lisa,
You got it.
over to you.
Okay. Thank you. I have just one last question. Is if someone What advice would you give someone that's just first starting out in the business of acting and directing, and everything that you do? What type of advice would you give them?
Yeah, if they can find something else that they'd be happy doing, run the other way, go that direction, because this is a pain in the ass.
Oh my goodness.
No, really.
Yeah.
If you want to be I guess I can consider myself a successful actor. If success is, everybody's got their own definition of it. So, if you want to succeed in what you're doing, you have to believe in what you're doing, and you need to believe in what you're doing. I don't give a shit about anybody else. I don't care if they don't believe. I know I believe, and eventually someone's going to believe in me. And that's the hardest part for young actors. And when I say young, of all ages, young actors that are just starting out, I've never had a problem getting rejected. Really, before I was even into acting, I never had a problem if a chick said no. I really didn't care. So it's not even, there's that saying, thick skin. I don't believe in any of that. It's just yes or no. I don't care, right? Don't take it personally. Take it personally in your acting. Show feeling in your acting, but know that it's a business and treat it like it's a business. And don't take the criticism personally. Train. Actors need to train. I'm still training, man. I've been doing this since black and white TV, guys, and I'm still training. I'm also learning on set. And like I said, I'm meeting beautiful people that I want to know for the rest of my life. I want them in my lives forever. I'm in my life forever. And then I've met a lot of people that I could care less about. I've met a lot of people that were just toxic, and you don't need them. Why put up with the BS, man? Don't worry about it. Just be you. And remember, young actors, you're always going to have the jealous haters.
That's true.
Everybody has them. I have them. I
love when I get jealous haters. That means I'm doing something right.
You're doing something right, girl.
Yes.
You're doing something right. You're doing something that they can't or will never be able to do.
There you go.
Just like I said, you got to believe in you.
Yes.
And if you fail in your your definition of failing, well, the only person you can blame is yourself. But guess what? I ain't gonna fail. I think I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. And I'm enjoying it.
It's funny. Lisa and I were just talking about that today, actually. Yeah. Today, that we got where we are because we're good. We know what we're doing, and we practice, and we're passionate.
Yes.
And what you just said, that's not being cocky. That's being confident. There's a difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I keep telling people, man, don't be afraid to say that you're good. As long as you got the balls to back it up, you're good.
There you go.
If you don't, then don't act like you have it, man.
Look at our YouTube page. We have an extensive list of God knows what we do so much, and we're booked up until June. We have people coming to us.
I know.
That's so gratifying when people are coming to us for interviews. That is so cool.
That's how it works, girls.
I love it.
And we love what we do. We do what we love, and we love having wonderful guests on our show like you. We love you. We love everything about you, Johnny. You're super, super cool.
Hey, thanks.
Yes, you're welcome.
All right.
But seriously, you are very, very awesome in your work. And I watched the Haunting, and I mean, I watched everything, but that Haunting about the house with Mike and Lisa, and I'm like, oh wow, that was like
great episode. It's one of the it's re-aired like 30 times since it dropped last February. So
wow,
I'm blessed. I mean, really I get a ton of messages from people saying, hey, I just saw you on this episode, man. Was that you?
We got one last comment here that I would love to read out for you, Johnny, if you're cool with it. Carson says, Johnny always has amazing advice and guidance. We joke a lot, but he's an amazing teacher and takes it very seriously, and he leads by example.
Oh, I love
that's nice.
You see why I love Carson?
Big hugs.
Yeah,
Yes,
she should be my PR girl. Thank you,
there
baby.
you go.
Thank you, Carson. Seriously, that means a lot. She's one, and then we'll cap it off after this.
Yep.
I bring her up a lot only because I believe in my friends and my family and the actors that I meet. This one, she just has that thing. You know, when people walk in, they say when Johnny Alonso walks in the room, he's the brightest light, right? When I met Carson, she was the brightest light. That's weird for me. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be the brightest light. She's like, no. I'm the brightest light. I'm like, you know what? Perfect. That's what I like. That's when I meet different attitudes and different personalities and people that are really committed to the art.
Yes.
An actor is an artist. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not something that's prefabbed and, you know, because all these guys that just want to jump on the bandwagon. Oh, I'm an actor. Hey, guess what? You're not an actor. All right. You're not. You know, I hate these people that say they are and they're not. They don't train. They just want to have the glory. But you know what? People like Carson and people like Bailey and people like Michelle, people that I've met on The Haunting of Cottonwood, Kevin Wynn, et cetera, Christian Vallejo, they're in it. They're in it to win for themselves.
Exactly.
You don't worry about anybody else, man. And when you don't worry about anybody else, the insecure see that you don't worry about them and then they get more insecure. Good. As you said, Mistress Candy, then I'm doing something right. You see?
There you go.
Hey.
Absolutely. You got it, Johnny.
Well, it's been great, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
You're
So
welcome.
Lisa's going to put a bow on this. And Johnny, just stay online for a couple minutes if you don't mind.
I will.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, thank you all for watching Front Row Promotions. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Candy. Thank you for being here. And thank you for a beautiful, wonderful interview. And Johnny, you are welcome to come back anytime, anywhere, whenever you want to come back. You're very welcome to come back. And I'm so glad to be your friend.
Same here. Thank you very much, girls. Thank you.
You're
Never
welcome.
in a million years. again, here goes my fangirl. Never in a million years would I thought I'd be speaking.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, this is great. No, it's been awesome.
Appreciate it, girls.
We love you.
Love you too.
You're welcome.
I'll hang on the phone. I'll be right here.
Yep. Awesome.
All right. As
Bye,
I
guys.
always say, I like to close out the show. Support live music, support music in the making, and support music everywhere. And that as well as acting and directing and all the arts. There you go. All right. Bye now.
Bye.
All right, Lisa.